turn on the corner light strip. A lot of us claim to have a smart home, but just having the ability to turn your lights on from your voice assistant doesn't necessarily make our homes that much smarter. There's no doubt these things can add convenience, and with a true smart home, there is endless potential. For some, the tough part is knowing how to get started. And maybe you have a home filled with connected devices and you just want to make your home work for you. In this video, I'm going to talk about what a smart home should be, 5 simple automations I have set up in my home, and how you can get started. Alexa, start the video. Hey, it's Andy, and on this channel I talk about tech, news, reviews, and tutorials just like this one. Glad you're back, but if you're new here, please consider subscribing, and I publish a new video every week, so be sure to hit that bell so you get notified. Our homes have been pulling double and even triple duty for almost a year now. In most cases, acting as offices, gyms, and schools at times. But your home can work a lot harder. And with the Internet of Things and connected devices found everywhere these days, you can automate tasks so that your home anticipates your needs. This is what a smart home should be. Simply adding a connected bulb to a lamp may feel like you just turned your home into a smart home, but there's more to it. You also want to consider how this impacts others, guests that may come into your home, or others already living in your home. How does this impact their day-to-day lives? Do they know how to operate your home still? And you got to be careful not to get too tricky. You don't want to start calling lamps Bob, for example, although simplifying it and just calling them lamp, from my own experience, seems a little too simple for some people. Anyway, smart homes should add convenience to your home, not complexity, allowing you to operate the way you already know how, but with added features, not extra steps. For me, the smart home should have a purpose, and nothing should become more difficult to do. To start, you want to think about what you want your smart home to do. Maybe just add some convenience, security, save you energy, or save you money. Or maybe you just want to have a little fun. What added convenience means is totally up to you. Here are 5 simple automations I have set up in my home to automate some simple tasks. And for all the devices I'm going to mention, don't worry, I left links in the video description down below so you can go check those out for yourself. Okay, on the outside, I have Wiz connected smart bulbs on the front of my house. And for me, these solve a couple different things. One, we like to have our house lit up at night, and it's just too simple for me to have them turn on at the same time. I'd rather automate them and have them come on at sunset. So I have these connected up to my smart speakers, my Alexa smart speaker, and automate it to turn on it at sunset and off at sunrise every day. Further, we like being pretty festive, so by making these bulbs color changing, I can now be ready for whatever the holiday is with almost no effort, whether it be Christmas, or orange for Halloween, or whatever the yellow holiday is. For connected security, connected door locks are very common nowadays, and we decided to use the Schlage Z-Wave deadbolt lock. I decided to use Schlage because they have a long history and reputation of making standard locks, and by choosing them, I felt like I was not compromising on security. I have this connected to my smart home to ensure my door locks when I need it to. Maybe I'm going to walk my dog and my smart home recognizes that I've left and automatically locks the door behind me if I were to forget. And as an added peace of mind, when I say goodnight to Alexa at night, my smart speaker will automatically lock my doors. Saying goodnight to your smart home isn't weird. You're weird. How about something you never even think about anymore? Your thermostat. I'm sure all of us these days have a thermostat that we can program schedules in, and that helps work around our daily routines, but mostly our routines have been interrupted. So a smart thermostat can help solve this problem too. I have the Ecobee thermostat with built-in Alexa, and at the time I bought this because it came with wireless sensors that I can put in every single room in my house. And these sensors can not only detect motion, but also measure the temperature. And using those, my thermostat will then use the temperature of only the rooms it senses motion, calculates an average, and controls my home's temperature based on that, instead of just the temperature of the room my thermostat's in. This adds a level of convenience and comfort to my home without me having to do anything. Using those same motion sensors, if the ecobee detects that there is no motion, it'll automatically go into an away mode and save me energy. And when I return home, it'll automatically turn back on. Staying inside the home, we have a Roomba robot vacuum. And this automation may be the most necessary one in our house. We have a lab, and if you have a lab too, you already know this. We have this scheduled to vacuum at the same time every day, and really without that, there would be dog fur everywhere all the time. I'm actually surprised I'm not covered in it right now. There are a lot of robot vacuum options out there, so this may be one of the simplest ways to get started with a smart home. They're not always the cheapest though, but if you are looking for a cheaper entry point, one of my favorite smart home brands, Wise, recently announced a robot vacuum at a very affordable price point and some enticing features to boot. Okay, and we even did something a little fun. See, we have a 3-year-old and we decided to put a smart light in his room. Now, this is made by Amazon. It's called the Echo Glow, and it's just a simple desktop LED color changing smart light that connects to your Wi-Fi. And this is what we're doing with that. See, our son is 3, so he can't yet tell time. So we're using this light and using certain colors to help him understand a schedule. So for example, in the evening, when it's time to get ready for bed, the light turns yellow. A little bit later, when it's time to go to bed, now the light will turn red. In the morning, and this is critical for the weekends especially, we told him you cannot leave your bedroom until that light turns green, which then you must first go downstairs and make coffee before coming in and waking up mommy and daddy. Okay, that coffee part, still a work in progress. I'll update you guys if we make any headway there. But the best thing about this is colors are fun, and for him, it's easy to remember. So those are 5 easy automations I have set up in my home. If you already have a smart home, please let me know what your favorite automation is down below in the comments. But if you don't have a smart home yet, how can you get started? Well, first, a good Wi-Fi network is a must. And if you need to upgrade yours, I would definitely recommend you look at the mesh Wi-Fi network options out there. Mesh Wi-Fi is simply a type of router that comes in pairs or more that communicate wirelessly to talk to each other to blanket your home in Wi-Fi. Some of the popular brands out there are Eero, which is made by Amazon, and Nest Wi-Fi, made by Google. But there is no shortage of options. Also, if you were to upgrade your Wi-Fi, I would definitely recommend you go with something that supports the new Wi-Fi 6 standard. Okay, now that you have Wi-Fi in your house, a hub is usually a good next step. And a lot of Amazon and Google devices can serve as one. If you already have Amazon Alexa, as I do, you already have a lot of options, as Amazon to this point supports over 150,000 device integrations. That means you can buy some inexpensive smart bulbs. I recommend the Wiz connected smart bulbs, as these are some of the most affordable and feature-rich bulbs out there. Even though smart bulbs like this may have features in their apps where you can schedule them to turn on and off, for example, by pairing them with your smart speaker, not only can you now command them using your voice, but as you build out your smart home, you're now putting control of all your devices in one central place. And using Amazon and Google, controlling them with them doesn't just give you the option to turn them on and off with your voice. You have a host of scheduling options within Amazon routines. So you can now trigger your lights to come on and off at sunrise or sunset like I do. And there's various other triggers as well. For example, if you were to leave your house, you can set it up so that all of your lights automatically turn off. Or when you return, they automatically turn back on. And pro tip, with Alexa Guard, when you leave your house, Alexa will even automatically turn on and off all your lights in random to make it appear that you're home. Okay, so I mentioned Wiz Connected, Wise, and Amazon's Echo line of smart home devices, and these are all just really simple, inexpensive options to help you get started with your smart home. Building a smart home can also be fun, and it should be, but be careful and keep it simple. Remember, you're trying to make your home work for you. You don't want your home to outsmart you. I talked about both Wise and Amazon Echo devices in other videos on my channel, so please go check those out. I also left links in the video description down below, as well as links to some of the smart devices I mentioned, so you can go check those out for yourself. Thanks for watching. See you next time.